What happens when the guardians of democracy must make a tough call? Today, we delve into a recent decision by South Africa's Independent Electoral Commission, or IEC, which has sparked conversations far beyond its borders. In the lead-up to South Africa's general election slated for May 29th, a significant request came from ZANU-PF, Zimbabwe's ruling party. They applied through the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission alongside other regional entities, seeking permission to observe the forthcoming elections in South Africa. But why did the IEC turn them down? The context is crucial here. Back in August 2023, Zimbabwe held its harmonized elections. The aftermath was tumultuous, with various electoral observation missions, including the SADC Electoral Observation Mission, criticizing the elections for not meeting the international standards deemed necessary for a democratic process. The report explicitly stated that the elections fell short of the revised SADC guidelines and principles of a democratic election set in 2021. Amidst this backdrop, the African Transformational Movement in South Africa raised alarms about ZANU-PF's intentions to observe the South African elections. They questioned the appropriateness of allowing a party recently involved in questionable electoral practices to monitor another country's election. Responding to these concerns, the IEC made a decisive move. They assured the South African public that ZANU-PF would not be among the regional observers. This decision was not just about who gets to watch over an election, it was a statement on maintaining electoral integrity and trust. SceneScript, a political science professor from Florida, USA, weighed in, saying, "It's quite clear that what happened in Zimbabwe's elections last year can never happen in a country where there is regard for the rule of law, electoral laws and democratic principles. The South African Independent Electoral Commission does not want its electoral processes tainted by ZANU-PF's dirty hands." So, what are the takeaways from this unfolding scenario? First, the integrity of the electoral process is paramount. Ensuring that elections are fair, transparent and free from undue influence stands as a cornerstone of democratic societies. Second, the role of election observers is critical, but it must be carried out by those who themselves adhere to democratic principles. As the general election in South Africa approaches, the IEC's decision underscores a commitment to these values, setting a precedent that might influence future electoral observation practices across the region. In conclusion, when the rule of law and adherence to democratic principles are at stake, tough decisions are necessary to protect the sanctity of the electoral process. The IEC's stance is a reminder of the ongoing vigilance required to maintain high electoral standards, ensuring that democracy indeed remains by the people, for the people.